The next step we are going to do is to add our text. Here's our type tool, T for type, and click right about here. Now I've already gone through and made my character settings here in the characters panel. Rockwell extra bold, 63 points, and then in the paragraph panel, chosen center align center. Now I'm going to type in Wildcats. Go ahead and switch to my black arrow tool to set that text and move it down just a little bit. After I have set my text, I'm going to go and open up the Appearance panel. That's underneath Window, Appearance. Here it is right down here. And with this selection active, my type, I can see in my Appearance panel that type shows up right here. And then below that are characters. Double click on characters inside of the Appearance panel. This will select the text, and we will see our stroke of none, our fill of black. Click on the black square there for the fill, click on the arrow, and now get rid of the fill, red stripe it. Yikes, it disappears, but that's alright. Just click here in this area here, and now double click back on type. We still see our text is selected here because of this blue line, and we're going to go down to the bottom of the Appearance panel and we're going to add a new fill. So click on that, and there we see our black fill shows back up. Now, just for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to change my fill color here to a good green, like that. And now what I'm going to do is add a second fill. Yes, that's right. In the Appearance panel, I can apply more than one fill, add another fill by clicking on fill here and then choosing this little icon, duplicate selected item. Now I've got two fills. Change this second fill on the bottom to a red color. And we don't really see anything change, but here's what's cool. So go ahead and expand out this fill, the red one, and this time when we go down here to our effects panel, I'm going to add a new effect, choose path, offset path, and that's going to apply this offset only to this fill, the red fill, the one that's down here. So I'm going to choose click on preview, and boom, there it is. So our offset for this red fill is expanding it out, so it's creating this illusion of an outline or a stroke, but that's not a stroke. So I'm going to change my offset 7 pixels and then hit OK. Okay, now after we have applied our offset fill here, let's go ahead and do that arc effect to bend this text upwards a little bit. So to do this, I want to make sure that it applies it to both of these fills, because these are separate fills that they can have separate effects applied to them. But to apply it to everything overall, make sure that I click up here on type to select all of the type. So to highlight type in the Appearance panel, then choose FX, Warp, Arc. Our original arc is going to be a little bit high with 50, so I'm going to change that to 20. And then choose Tab, and that fits in there pretty nicely. Choose OK. And then maybe I'll just move this over to the right just a little bit. And there we go. That looks really, really good, right? So let's check our outline. And again, It does not show any of the effects that we apply in outline view. Go back to preview. Go back to outline. So click on our type here to select it again. Make sure that it says appearance in the appearance panel type, and all of our effects show up there. Now we need to expand this appearance to make it permanent. Expanding the appearance is done by going to Object, Expand Appearance. Now as soon as I hit this, watch what happens. Bam. All those effects now show up in outline view. If I switch back into preview mode, okay, now we're getting there. We can see that this is permanent. So go back into outline view. This is now a group. So in the group there's two parts to it. I'm going to expand out my layers panel here a little bit so we can see. This is the group right here. See, that's how it's got the little dot next to it. So if you don't have your layers panel open, go to Window, choose Layers. And I'm going to twirl out this triangle here next to my group. And inside of there I can see I've got my green letters and my red letters. So let's just switch to preview here. So select the red letters by clicking on the little meatball right here, the little round circle. Now only that red one is selected. And let's zoom in here just a little bit so we can see some details. And switch to outline view. View, outline. Now remember from our rules, wherever there's a line, the cutter will cut. At this point, this is going to cut this vinyl to shreds. So we need to take our red letters here and use the Pathfinder Unite in order to bring it all together. But before I do that, I need to ungroup. I need to ungroup this group. So Object, Ungroup. So now I've just got two groups, the green letters and the red letters. And I said I wanted to apply this shape mode Unite to just the red letters. So select my red letters, and I'm going to get ready to hit this Unite button in the Pathfinder panel. But before I do that, Control Y, so I can see my outlines, and now I'll hit that Unite. And as soon as I do that, it unites all those red letters into one single continuous outline. Yeah. I'm going to switch back to preview mode, Control Y. There we go. And zoom out so I can see everything. Okay, so this red text, I'm going to double click here and make it black. And then OK. Now my green letters, I'm just going to make those white. This is again is just so we're working in black and white. And next step, grab the black letters, hold down the Shift key, click on the T, and now I'm going to go Control Y again just to go to outline view. Now I've got the T selected and I've got the black outline offset letters selected. And you can see that in my layers panel here. And here I'm going to go to Unite. And unite those together. Ha ha ha. There we are. Control Y. This is looking really good. The very last step I need to do, hold down the Shift button and click on the white letters. I clicked on the white letter of the D. That selects both the group, the white letters, and my compound path, which contains the T and the black outline. And I'm going to minus front. And that cuts through and punches out those white letters. So I'm left with perfectly cut, ready vector graphic.